I am the legendary DQ chicken strip basket.
So those weren't your strong suits. But at least you're great at providing coverage to people who've let their insurance lapse.
For a great low rate, you can get online. Go to
You see his arm? What's
the
wrong with
insurance
that?
app.
But
Check
when
out
he's sitting down,
Those weren't
look
your
at
strong
that. That don't
suits.
look right.
But at least you're great.
I just took the ovulation test. It detects 2 hormones, and then the data goes onto my phone and tells me my fertile days.
How many days?
4 or more.
Proven to double your chances of getting pregnant. Clear Blue Connected.
Put it on my phone
Sweet, spicy, even
and all my
boneless.
friends and the
Get as
government
much as
know
you
what
want
my
for
ovulation
one
cycle
low
is.
price. It's Wingfest.
So don't know how many
Limited time,
interracial kids are
only
being
in
bred.
Brown.
Let's go.
I don't even have to participate in the consensus.
We never saw Minions, did we? That was short-lived.
2 days free at the parks.
Minions.
Jesus snacks are the most satisfying combination of
Now they got
crunch
this
with cheese with thin
Baby
delicious
Shark shit. You ever heard of Baby
It's
Shark?
not all about you, cheese. You think I have
It sounds like the dumbest song, but it be brainwashing kids or something.
Baby what?
Baby Shark.
Let's see what my $5 boneless wing combo
All
is
them little
really worth.
songs be doing that to kids.
They be putting some
With 6 wings,
psychological shit in them
my
songs.
$5 boneless wing.
Even when we was kids.
Yeah.
It's a save more with a new kind of
Well, we learn more about how early they start
It's a look what your Wi-Fi can do now.
brainwashing.
What happened when I was coming up on this corner, at one time it was 66 black minutes down here.
You are a walking history book. I definitely got you to the right shot.
See, back then, the money, it went around one time in the black community. All the white community money, they money go around 2 or 3 times.
Have you ever heard of something called a green book? Apparently it was a book that black motorists would buy. So when they were traveling through areas, especially
You
in
heard
the
about
South,
that?
they would find out where black hotels were, where black barbershops and restaurants and stuff were. Have you ever heard of that book?
I heard of it, but I never seen one.
I would like to see a green book of sorts starting again. Like I didn't know where to get a haircut in that. Now I know. So of course I'm gonna tell all my friends. You know what I mean?
We appreciate that.
He said I know where to get a haircut until now.
Tell them where black people can actually get food.
You know what that nigga just said?
He can't be trusted. I'm just telling. That's what I was saying yesterday. I mean, I appreciate.
Wait, you in Atlanta?
So when they were traveling through areas,
And you telling me you don't,
Look,
you didn't know?
just
where
from
to get
I
a
was gonna say,
fucking
just
haircut?
from where I tell you, just from what I tell you, know, Atlanta is
I know.
all black
That's
everything.
right. I must have not.
See, back then, the money, it went around one time.
He the same dude that was telling people to invest, put their money in black banks and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, which is a good intent. But then he had this whole collective where he was getting money to do something. I can't remember what. But he did one of them things where he ja ruled them hoes. He ja ruled them.
So how weird was it?
But he's there. A white person is his mediator.
No, that's his rapper mate. They rap together. They in a group together. That's what I'm saying.
If Mike were to start his own
That
country,
Run the
which
Jewels
is also
song, whatever that was.
I
And
do
was
not
like, these
know
lame
that's
ass
what you
lyrics.
was saying.
Yeah, and you like, who lyrics? I'm like, this must be a white dude that got these
he
lyrics.
fucks with the OG.
That's the fucking group.
Thank you guys for taking time to be on Athens 441. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, man. We're really looking forward to it, man. Thank you, Athens. Thank
Don't
you for
show
your
me.
patience. This unusual
I
circumstance.
just make sure that I'm correct because I know.
Should I
So he
say
can't
your
leave his boy out. They about to go to a concert. They're on their way to a fucking concert.
On their cars.
Huh?
So,
It's not that far. We could walk though. I
They
mean, we
3
talk-
days away from a concert they probably
Yeah.
performing. That's what I'm saying.
I'm with you.
So he doing this
I'm with you.
3 days before his
50 years
concert.
ago, the West Broad School Church and Community Center.
He said he was gonna go somewhere, and they said, "Oh, well, I just call it Uber." He said, "I can't use Uber because black people don't make cars."
So he can't Uber?
The white guy was like, "Oh, where's that at?" So he looked up his phone. He's like, "Well, I'll just catch an Uber," knowing that he couldn't do that because they done pre-scripted this. And then he said, "Well, I can't use Uber because black people don't make cars." So he's like, "Well, I guess we'll walk. I'm with you."
Where they use that shit for the Black Panther movie?
Feel like a man, but I'm animal raw. The other murder was there. Yeah, we legitimately murdered the murder was there.
I guess I was like, him? Like, this doesn't even, like, he's not doing what he's saying he's doing.
At all. He not doing it from the minute that he got white dude with him in the show at all. Guess what? He not doing it when he got this airing on a white network.
You're like, bruh, your platform is white. Oh no, your platform is not black. Because he keeps focused on white. But it should just be focused on just black.
Just being black.
He's just saying something about white. What about Asian? What about whatever? Because you can't have that stuff either.
Right.
How to reconnect my community, and how once reconnected, my community benefits not only us, but the bigger community.
I want to hear her talk more. So can you shut up?
You need to get up and do what you need to do to support yourself and your family
and your community. Yeah, he ain't doing none of what he the whole show is about.
You guys have a place called a Hot Corner here, right? That place used to be the
How many white people in there audience?
How many white people on the stage?
Right! I keep looking at the white dude every time he speak on something like that. That's why he kept his shades on the whole time, probably, too. Look at that.
He's saying, now he's saying just buy from anybody because we all need each other. That's what he just said. 2, 1. You've been bamboozled. You've been bamboozled. You've been hoodwinked.
It ain't the first time. He stay bamboo. Look, now he gets to smoke his little weed. You want me to think he didn't smoke weed that whole motherfucking time? Him and that white boy.
Not on camera.
Living black, even for just 3 days, was way more difficult. Long way to go.
The moral of the story is,
looking out over a sea of white faces that paid to see my show made me realize it's not an impossibility. Because your protest signs and internet posts are nice. But what we need is for allies to put your money where your tweets are. So going forward, I need you all to make a pledge to turn all Fridays into Black Friday, where everyone makes a conscious effort to buy black and support a black.
well, you know what white people gonna do? They just not gonna shop on Friday.
I know there's already Black Friday.
Even and they can still say they legitimately participated.
Because I think it's more important to support black-owned businesses.
I'm in on the
He
fight.
lost me with the figures. I don't care if that's his last name or not.
Yeah, he could have not used his name.
I don't fuck nobody say. A white person is involved in that thing you holding up.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying, dude? What is truly all
I know. Cause it's they shit. This they world.
It might be the company that's putting it.
They gave her the deal. They put it on the shelf.
It's making a plastic of the bottle.
It's making the plastic on the bottle.
Even stuff that's made in USA, that doesn't mean the products that they make it with all come from the United States.
I don't trust none of these Rick Ross looking motherfuckers.
No, I get what he's saying, but I'm just saying in general, like you can't.
I'm not saying I don't get what he's saying.
To make money in the real world. No one gives a shit about what you're thinking. They give a fuck about what you can build. That's why today I want to fix education in America.
All by yourself.
See, they be willing to trade their traditional education.
Is this a different episode or?
Tiny pockets right now in the real world.
That's what I was telling you.
I just want to have a conversation with you guys about school.
No, don't talk to my kids. Period. I know he gonna check this little white boy. He done got his.
He can talk. Your kid gonna live in a bubble.
Yes.
No.
This one right here.
No. Wait, what happens when they come out? What
this one right here.
What happens when he emerges from that bubble?
I'm holding it.
Yeah. Can you make me some more coffee, please? The way you made it the first time.
Keep that same energy.
Okay.
Keep that same energy when you asked me to make you some coffee.
Can you make me some coffee?
No, keep that same energy you had before when you was.
What? Before when? The first time?
No, just before you asked me to make you some coffee.
About
keep the energy that you had with that. And now ask me what you want. What you want me to do with this cup here?
Suspect entrant in the climate toilet. His eyes swimming with the.
You want me to Netflix? I saw Dale posted something talking about
I'm like, what is that? Some old stale banana bread?
Some old stale sausages.
From when? Last week?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, you probably got one more week on them before you would stop eating them. Hey, 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 hey. Get it, get it, get it. Police coming. Got to go. No, the buzz, man.
No twerking on the boulevard.
Public
This
enemy.
era will be short-lived.
I want to hear more from Chuck D, man.
He be on internet. I mean social media.
I still want to hear more of him.
Me
though,
too.
Like more mainstream of him.
Oh,
Like,
music.
No.
Speaking. Me too. But you.
That brother got knowledge.
Me too. He was on. Let's
I
see.
mean, I hope he don't feel like it's, it's just too late,
I hope he don't either. He be fighting, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of, that's one of his last posts. But he be interviewing like MSNBC, but they just don't be.
What day is that?
That was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Him and Willie D. It's just that the media suppresses. Yeah, because now they were already teaching knowledge when they were young. Now that they're adults, they really got something to teach. So they really don't want them to get those messages to this generation. And then when they do try to communicate with this generation, you already know how that works out. The entitlement of the spawn of this era. Right. Right. And then they go and show up for the Snapchat of the dude that's nodding out on his last lean hit. He said Q-Tip would show up at his house.
Who's the big dude though?
I thought Q-Tip was from Chicago. But you could probably get some records that nobody don't know of, and if since you're a DJ, you can mix them.
That's the whole point.
Yeah. Yeah.
People could just steal your shit.
Yeah.
You got the record.
Yeah. Right.
To us, it's something big, for real.
He handsome.
Secretive and competitive.
I followed him off and on a lot. Pharaoh Monk. Because he'll post something deep, and then he'll post something that pissed me off, and then he'll post something deep, and he'll post something that pissed me off.
The key was to come up with the
I'm like, you ain't woke, you sleep like everybody else. And then he'll post something else, I'll be like, yeah. Be like, this nigga ain't shit.
Listen, there's something on everything. You understand? It depends on how you
There's
hear
something on everything.
How you laying it down.
And it depends on how you hear it and how you laying it down. That's right. Crate digging. Specific. The SP1200.
SP1200? Did you say SP1200? Yeah.
I know there's an art to it, but it seemed like you could take anything with a downbeat and do stuff. You know what I mean?
That's where the uniqueness of the DJ comes in.
You brought some records that you
But it seemed like digging for old music wouldn't be. It just seemed like you could take anything, like a country music song.
You can.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess it just goes over my head, the fight for a particular record. You know what I mean? The fight for a particular record goes over my head, because to me, you can get an unknown, stupid ass song and get that beat, and you know what I mean? You could take Twinkle Twinkle Little Star if you get the right bar, chord. You know what I mean?
With the soundscape of East Coast hip-hop being elevated by this elite group of producers, they now needed a new generation of
shit, I guess if you retired, you can eat.
One MC
Eat. Shit. Eat, Buster.
The Raspy Best team from Queensbridge would define this era.
I'm gonna get my grub.